Welcome again. We're going to be talking about how to speak English freely. You know, regardless of whether you're male or female, regardless of where you are from, it doesn't matter the nationality, whether you're a beginner or an advanced English speaker. It's really important that you are able to express yourself freely. And that's why I, Teacher Max, have taken it upon myself to help you teach you how to speak freely. So, on the past couple of episodes, we spoke about why are you learning English, made a couple of points, and then on the second one, I spoke about commit. Really important for you to commit. Not only that, but once you fall off the wagon in your learning process, that you are able to recommit. That's going to take a lot more courage, and it's a harder step. Then once you've you know your why, you've committed, comes the next part, which is now practice. All right. So this is where now they say when the rubber meets the road, meaning that you know the reason why you're doing it, you've committed, you know how many lessons or how much practice, how much time you're going to put into practicing your English. Now, you need to show up. You need to show up. That's the first step in anything. You need to show up. You made the decision, you made the commitment. Now it's time for you to do it. I made the decision to make these videos. Now I have to plug the camera there, irregardless of the quality or anything. I need to plug the camera there, prepare the notes, work out what I'm going to say, and then I have to deliver it. And then after that, I need to post it. And then after that, I need to advertise it and market it and tell people, hey, have a look at that. You need to show up. Show up is very, very important. You need to show up for your lessons. You need to show up for your practice. You need to do it. That's the most important word in the English language. Do. It's only two letters. But so many people battle with it because you can find every excuse not to do it. So remember, show up and do it. All right. Okay. So very important thing as well that I learned is that once you start showing up once, twice, you start to get momentum and you start getting better. There's a point in time when the momentum is so big that you start learning things that you can only learn in momentum that you can't learn when you get started off. And that's why momentum is really, really important here. I'll repeat what I just said. There is a point in time when you get really good, when you start to get into the momentum and you are doing things frequently and consistently, you are speaking, and then all of a sudden you get to that aha moment that you can only get to only if you practice. There are certain things, and this is where the beauty, there's certain things you can only learn when you are in momentum. Expressing yourself, learning phrasal verbs. Once you understand what verbs are and prepositions, you know, then you know how to do prepositions. You know how to speak phrasal verbs. I'm going to pick up my school at kids. You start to learn that a phrasal verb is a verb and a preposition combined. Once combined, though that combined phrase means completely different to what the verb means itself and the preposition itself. So pick up, I'm picking up this pen, but if you pick up your kids from school means a complete, doesn't mean you physically pick up your kids to school. You can only learn that once you are in momentum. So that is why it's really important for you to practice, because the magic happens in the homework. It really, really does. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing. You start by, and one of the best ways to do that is by, create Create an environment, you know. It's often been said, if you want to lose weight, get sugar items out of your house. Just like in English, if it's possible for you to change the environment that it becomes English, really English driven, English focused, start to ask your family to start, maybe on that specific time speak in English. All right. So that's really important for you to really create an environment where it enhances practice, it enhances you to just, improve your English speaking ability. All right. And then, like I said on the previous one, I said it's really important that you focus on little things. Focus on one thing and go deep on it. If you're going to focus on past, on verb tenses, do that. Don't do other things while you are studying verb tenses. Go deep on it and focus on it, because at some point, if you learn the different parts, you'll see how they start to come together. As I spoke about phrasal verbs, if you understand verbs, you understand prepositions, you'll know how to put them together. You know, but if you barely understand both, then you'll never understand what a phrasal verb is. So yeah, that's really important. So and the last thing is that you need to be able to measure your progress. Set targets for yourself that are easily measurable. You know, like I said, focusing on one thing helps you to measure your progress on that, and learning how to really apply it and speak it is really the true test of how to measure that you are getting better. Just like when I remember when I was young, I couldn't type that fast. How you could see the measurement is how many words per minute you could type. And reading, how many words you can read in a minute. That's a way of measuring as well. So even with speaking English freely, let's see how effectively you can express yourself and how fluently. Otherwise, thank you for this one here. That's about practice. And then the next one is going to be it's going to be about the biggest barrier that you'll ever come across when learning how to speak English freely. Stay tuned for step number 4. Thank you.